just about ready to go. And today's starter, Max Fried, having a pretty ridiculous season so far, Singy.
Yeah, you see there with the sub-2 ERA, very dependable guy, and he's been pretty much lights out so far this season. So, you know, when a guy like this takes the mound, Boog, I'm expecting to watch him get into a rhythm quickly and just move through a ball game. Sometimes you can see some big strikeouts. Other times it's hard to even know he's there because the innings go so quickly.
Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Well, to me, Boog, it shows the manager's trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
1 out, bases empty. Liner caught at second.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Laureano comes up to hit. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ramon Urias. Step off throw to first. Laureano dives back in safely.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. The high heat too much on that one. And the Orioles leave one. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back at Yankee Stadium. And on the mound now, Tomoyuki Sagano. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run to win ball games.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really nice execution of the cut fastball right there. Similar to how you might throw a 2-strike slider, start it middle away, let it break and take over that outside corner of the plate. But sometimes with a cutter, you just don't know how much it'll move. I think he's good, and I think he was also a little lucky right there.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. There's a strike. The 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Here comes Aaron Judge. 2 down, nobody on. And Judge spoils that one. And here it comes.
2-2.
That one misses. And that's ball 3. 2 out, space is empty. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Judge rips that one way back there. And it hits the fence. Around first, heading for 2. The throw to second is offline.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throws to first in time. And that is the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. Scoreless after 1. Back here in New York. And now the center fielder, Colton Cowser.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
On the outside corner, got him looking. Gary Sanchez now. 1 down, base is empty. Just missed.
That's inside.
On the ground, just fair for a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Into second, and he's got a double.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know, they used to say, charge it. Crazy. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
1 out. Runner at second. And here's the first baseman, Kobe Mayo. And a count 1-2. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Dylan Carlson digs in now. And fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Not close with that one. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Luis Vasquez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Orioles. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Back in the Bronx. Now it's the DH, Giancarlo Stanton. And that drops in for a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Now it's going to be Jason Dominguez.
1-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Now Anthony Volpe. That one to first. Mayo takes it to the bag, and the Yanks go quietly. Yanks held in check. We'll move to the third with no score. Top half of the third inning, and into the box for Baltimore, Luis Vasquez. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. Pitch in the dirt, 2-2. In the air, left side. Dominguez on the move. He makes the grab. 1 down.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Going to count 1 and 2.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
That one ripped left field. That's back. That one is gone. He sends a rocket to left. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
You're not going to be able to wipe the smile off his face for a while, Boog. He just changed the game. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 1 out, nobody on. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. Base knock right field.
The bat, the right fielder, Ramon Laureano.
1 down. Here's Ramon Laureano. On the ground, could be 2. Boots it. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
I think he just rushed that one. Great chance to turn 2, and as an infielder on a play like that, I think guys can get a little excited and forget to make the play 1 step at a time. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get none.
Stepping in, Ramon Urias. Ball to strike. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser. Freed out of the stretch, fires. And that one fouled off. And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Solo shot, and the O's draw first blood. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back in the Bronx, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. Looking to get the tying run on base. Slice the other way and foul. The 1-2. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it's just foul. That was close. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Right side, hard hit. Mayo takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. 1 down, base is empty. And a count 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. And strike 2.
1 and 2's the count.
Up and in, and the count is even 2-2. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Trent Grisham in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 outs. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Battling here as he fouls it away. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. Bangs off the wall. Throws to second. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Jonathan Loaisiga gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game, and Gary Sanchez at the plate. Loaisiga fires up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though, so they get the first out of the inning.
Man, who doesn't love a sweet bare-hand play like that? That was amazing.
Mayo, the next to hit for the Orioles. That misses the zone. Now 3-1.
3-1.
In there at the knees for a strike. Movement in the Yankees pen. Ian Hamilton, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Cruz also getting ready. Here comes a 3-2. In the air, right side. Judge getting an angle on it. And it's caught for the out.
The batter, the left fielder, Dylan Carlson.
This is Dylan Carlson.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That misses, and the count is 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 1-2-3 go the Orioles, but they're on top 1-0. Back in New York, bottom of the inning, at the plate, Trent Grisham. Ripped towards third. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Aaron Judge at the plate.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Next pitch is outside.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And the tying run is on base.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Making a move at first. On to run for the Yankees, Oswald Peraza. One down, runner at first. Digging in, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Here's a 1-1. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Next one misses, and the count's even at 2.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Ground ball could be 2. To second for 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Orioles 1 and the Yankees nothing. Cody Bellinger now in the game as he comes in as a new right fielder. Well, 1-run game, and the batter will be the shortstop, Luis Vasquez. Struck him out looking.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Jordan Westburg now at the plate. One down, base is empty. And that drops in for a strike. Just
That's
missed.
a ball.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
That one
No, that
just
missed.
misses.
He's really tightening up his hitting
Full
zone
count.
with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a ground ball. Gets it to first,
That's it out.
and the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
2 out, space is empty. Here's Adley Rutschman. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Two outs. There's the swing and a miss.
1-2.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. And the Orioles leave 1. They lead it 1-0. Back now in the Bronx. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
On the ground right side. Tosses to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Jason Dominguez getting ready to hit. Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Now a screamer into the outfield. Off the base of the wall. The throw to second. And he's safe. It's a wall ball double.
Everything came together for him. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask. Really important at bat coming up now.
And next for New York, Anthony Volpe. Line to right, base hit. Runner around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. We're tied at 1.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Tomoyuki Sagano departs, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Sir Anthony Dominguez is checked into the game. 32nd appearance. One down, and here's the catcher, Austin Wells.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Ball.
Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Gregory Soto getting loose out there. Man at first, one away. Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Off the mark there. Full count, 3-2.
That's a really good take.
Got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Here's DJ LeMahieu. Next offering is in for a strike. And there's a ball. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Devin Williams.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Ramon Urias.
Look for him to hit behind the runner, perhaps shoot it to the right side. Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Man at second.
2-2.
Squirts away a little bit. Save! And the go-ahead runs at third. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
In the air, right field. Squeezes it. Runner tags from third. A big run scores on the sac fly. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Oh, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
1 out, bases empty, and a run in. And here in extra innings. On the ground to the left.
That's a foul ball.
And that's just foul. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Raging back towards the wall. Pulls it in on the warning track. Two down, bases empty. Gary Sanchez at the plate.
That's a ball.
Right through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in extra innings. That misses the zone, and it's 3-2. And he walked him.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Now batting, the first
So a
baseman,
man aboard. Now a chance for Kobe Mayo. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2-2.
Sanchez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
the Orioles, the left fielder.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Dylan Carlson, the next to hit. Now a fly ball to right center. Bellinger in a full sprint. Reaching for it and brings it in. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Orioles 2 and the Yankees 1. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Felix Bautista.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Paul Goldschmidt now. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure where their clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots, and that misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Throw comes back in. The tying run stops at third with nobody out. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite him?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical, and you want to make sure you don't waste him. If they don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Swings and misses. 1-2.
1-2.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
No outs. Runners at first and third. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Huge strikeout there.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Runner on the go. Hit in the air out to center field. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. To the plate, and he's out. Magnificent play to finish it. How about that? It ends on a play at the plate.
Sometimes games come down to this. You've got to press the issue. Try to get that run across and tie it up. But an excellent throw. Nice job of concentration putting the tag on the runner. Exciting finish to this game today.